Hi there guys, it's Will from Jolly Old Tech. Today's video is all about iOS 8, everything that has literally just come out as I'm recording this because they've literally just finished doing the WWDC for today. So anyway, let's do this. So this is possibly the biggest update to iOS in a while. There is a lot of stuff, so let's just get straight into it. Enjoy all the images, and if you do like this video, be sure to give it a like. So let's start off with Siri. With Siri now you can buy apps just by saying like, Siri buy Angry Birds or anything like that. Basically there's a lot more commands available to do a lot more things. And just like with Google Now, you can now say, hey Siri, and it'll wake up and you can ask a question without pressing any buttons. Siri is now understanding 22 languages, but not the Scottish accent, so there's a thing. And Apple were throwing around a word called extensibility, which basically means apps can provide services to other apps, which can greatly expand the functionality and stuff like that. So you could say basically, open Spotify, select System of a Down, for example, if you're in that kind of mood, and you can listen to Toxicity or whatever you want, which is a really cool sort of thing you can do. Onto the App Store. You can now buy bundles of apps, so like for say cooking or anything like that, basically you can just get a bundled price instead of like individual like pennies, pence, and all those kind of things. You can kind of narrow it down into one bundle, which is really quite cool. You can now preview apps with videos, kind of like the Play Store, but still it's a new feature which makes iOS 8 a little bit more fun. The App Store itself now has 1.2 million apps and has had over 75 billion downloads to date. Some cool new stuff to the notification bar as well. App developers can now add widgets to the notification center, not the home screen, but still the notification center. So for say eBay bid sniping, you can do it right from inside the notification center. Go, I'm gonna win this Doctor Who scarf or whatever the heck you guys are buying these days. I definitely don't buy Doctor Who scarves. Of course, iOS is also getting a new keyboard called QuickType, very similar to things on Android or BlackBerry, like a Swift key and whatnot. This one's called QuickType, as I say, and it basically brings predictive text. But Apple have also done a very interesting move and allowed you to install third-party keyboards. Obviously, this is when iOS 8 comes out, but at the same time, basically, if you're not happy with that particular keyboard, you can get other ones. So, honestly, with all these changes, though, I wouldn't necessarily see the point in changing unless there was like a really, really good keyboard out there. Because obviously, if they're bringing in predictive text and all these other good things that you've kind of wanted from iPhone's keyboard, I don't massively see the main reason to change. But hey, there could be something out there that I'm not thinking of. With iOS 8 compatibility, it kind of surprised me. It's actually running back all the way to the iPhone 4S, iPad 2, and basically everything newer than that. So obviously it rolls back quite nicely. As you can see as well, there is improved search and editing capabilities for the iPhoto app, so you can change the lighting and all those kind of things all from inside the app. And for all you mums and dads out there, there's a really cool thing now where you can have better parental control over app purchases. So say little Jimmy wants to go and buy all the things on Angry Birds, he has to send a request over to you once you've set that up. And you can also share apps within families now, so say somebody buys iVideo or anything like that, seemingly enough, everybody within the family can share this. Some cool changes to iMessage, as I have them generally actually working now, obviously once iOS 8 comes out. It also lets you send voice and video messages directly through the app. Some cool new changes to obviously the iPhones if you happen to have the fingerprint recognition software, also known as Touch ID. You can basically use it on third-party apps now. They're going to introduce it. So say, like, you leave your phone unlocked, but somebody wants to try and hop into your Facebook, they can't do it without your fingerprint. Those kind of things. I guess that's obviously the general idea that they're going for. But it could be, obviously, say, banking software, those kind of things. It's just a little bit more protection for your phone, which is always a good thing. iCloud is going to be getting cheaper. They look to be lowering the price to around £1 a month, or $1.60, I guess. They'll probably round up to $2, but for 20 gigabytes, and that's obviously per month, you'd be paying that. Apple are also introducing an app called Health for iOS 8. It basically aims to knit features into one place, so it's kind of like the Nike Plus kind of thing where basically it's all putting towards it, but it's got some really cool looking features, and obviously it's a good idea. Plus it might be a step towards an iWatch maybe, if it's got all this extra health stuff. Who knows? Obviously it's just a lot of speculation, but I'm super psyched for all of this. And towards the end of today they also announced Apple's Swift. It's basically a new programming language which focuses on speed and ease of use, so it's like an easier way to make programs or apps for iOS 8. And basically from what everything's been announced, it's going to be available in the fall, alongside some new devices perhaps, I don't know, but they're saying in the fall. And obviously normally when they bring out a new iOS and it's coming out in say the fall, say August or whenever, that most likely means new devices. So we're talking iPhone 6, possibly the big stupid iPhone 6 and all the rest of it. Normally I wouldn't even think that they'd make a different sized iPhone, but after the iPhone 5C debacle, I don't know what they're going to do next. But anyway, this is Apple. Obviously they have done a load of big improvements. They've really kind of impressed me, to be honest with you, because this is a lot of big changes for one update. But good God, I really hope obviously all this comes through and it's going to make the iPhone very, very impressive if all of this comes through and obviously all comes into fruition. But anyway, guys, I want to know what you guys think, so comment in the comment section down below. Let me know, what do you think? Are you an iPhone guy? Are you an Android guy? Oh, hey, but hey, I'm legitimately interested. I own a Nexus 4 right now, but I'm thinking iPhone might be the way to go with all these awesome changes. But obviously Google have got their conference coming up very, very soon, so who knows? They might bring out something even cooler. There's literally no way to tell, but it's a very exciting time for the tech year. But anyway, guys, I will see you later. I've been Will from Jolly Old Tech, and yes, goodbye.